Hiya, it's Anne Hughes here. Happy Monday. I hope that you managed to have a good weekend and that you're feeling a wee bit of positivity as we enter another week in lockdown, another week at home. I chose the card that I was going to put. I actually chose it at the weekend and planned to do a card over the weekend, but I was more in that place I had been in last weekend where I was doing what occurred to me in the moment, and it just never really occurred to me to do it at any point. I look like a bag of washing, so that never helps, does it? But the card that I had chosen, I think is really good actually, and all the reflection I've had of it over the weekend is understanding. And what I felt about understanding was obviously it's all an inside job, isn't it? So it was about understanding myself and what am I understanding about me just now. And I'm reading a lot of books, I'm listening to a lot of podcasts and stuff. I'm doing the course that I've spoke about previously with Michael Neal just now, that's an hour every night. And what I understood about myself this week, again, I'll be overshare, is that for the past few years, I've just gone at everything so very, very fast. And in that, he spoke about the kind of energy we use to do things and how a lot of us have convinced ourselves that we won't get it done unless we find ourselves in a stressful situation about it, that we believe that stress and anxiety is how we get stuff done. And actually, when you live in that energy, it isn't sustainable. You know, it's meant for short bursts. It's not meant to be how you live. Like the adrenaline is like that fight or flight. You know, if a lion was running towards you, then the adrenaline is all about you running away from the lion. Whereas so often we get ourselves into a heightened state of running on adrenaline, and we just never stop running on adrenaline and running on stress and running on anxiety. And when I reflected on that, I thought about how I wasn't well. Obviously, I had my brain aneurysm 3 years ago in February, so nearly 3.5 years ago now. Anybody think I'd stop talking about it soon? And after that, I hadn't long had that when I then moved house, and I had the process of selling my house and renovating this house that I live in now, and moving in here. I had no longer moved in here, literally a few months, when I decided to chuck my job and become freelance and work for myself. And that was gone all right, but obviously does bring a heightened amount of stress because you need to be chasing work quite a lot. And then I was doing things like I was on the People's News on TV, and I was doing the radio, and I was writing for Glasgow Live, and I was just doing all of that. And that was very busy and very like every week demanding. I do something all of the time. And then all of a sudden, all my work started to slow down. And so that was last summer, and that brought an amazing amount of anxiety, obviously, when you work for yourself. Then it just all perfectly picked up again towards the end of last year. And I'm really fortunate that there's no downturn when it comes to my work. But then coronavirus hit. And actually, has that been the healthiest way to spend the last 3.5 years? And why do I believe that I need to always be pushing stuff forward? So, as you can tell from all of that, this card did make me reflect on an awful lot of understanding about myself and about where I am, and really contemplate what would life feel like if I slowed down. And my initial reaction to that is that, but if I slow down, nothing will happen. And I'll just stay stuck. And that's ridiculous thinking. And actually, could I enjoy life more if I stopped and smelled the roses, so to speak? And so I'm not saying this has been an easy understanding, or indeed I feel as if it's going to be an easy process to slow down. But the world has made us all slow down, hasn't it? But it's about me slowing down inside and not wanting to always push everything forward. I could write for them. I could try and do that. I could write my book. I could try and be on that TV thing. It's like never ending inside my head sometimes. And so I'm setting myself the task. I'm not starting the day because I've got stuff I need to do before I start, which I know is ridiculous. But tomorrow is the 19th of May. And for at least 10 days, I'm not going to try and push anything forward. I'm just going to do what I'm doing in the moment. On the day that I'm meant to be doing it, I'll do it, and then I'll stop thinking about it, and I'm not going to try and push anything forward. That is going to be quite stressful for me, I'll be really honest with you, because it's naturally who I am. But I'm intrigued to see what my life could look like, and more importantly feel like, if I actually do that. And so that has been, again, sorry if I overshared, but that has been my understanding of myself just now. And so my question to you, my dare to you, is that you have a wee think about what you could understand about yourself during this time. And all it takes is a wee bit of silence, a cup of tea, a wee stare at the sky, a wee stare at the wall. Do you know what I mean? Turn off your phone, turn off your telly, and just sit there. And eventually you'll have thoughts about your life. And I hope that you find the time and make the time to do that. And please feel free to share what it is that you understand about yourself in these coming days. I'll speak to you soon. Bye.